The second stimulus check has been confirmed. It has been confirmed this morning. Mitch McConnell came out and confirmed the Republicans want a second stimulus check. That is incredible news. I've been saying it all along that without a second stimulus check, the economy will not be able to get back to where it was. We cannot complete that V-shaped recovery that so many economists, the White House especially, and many Republicans have been saying we are in. Now, here's the good thing about the second stimulus check. They have already talked about it and confirmed that yes, both parties are in agreement we need a second stimulus check. And the good thing is that in the HEROES Act from the Democrats that was already passed through the House, that stated they want $1,200 on a one-time payment. Mitch McConnell and the rest of the Republicans are pretty much in agreement that yes, a $1,200 second stimulus check is going to happen. Now, when I say it is going to happen, this just has to go and pass through the Senate and probably go back through the House and get passed again before Donald Trump can sign it. But here's what you need to know. This is the bad news. Because yes, both parties are in agreement that yes, the American people do need a second stimulus check, but there has not been a confirmation as to $1,200 yet. Mitch McConnell has not stated that yes, it's going to be for $1,200. He also hasn't stated, and this is what we have not yet heard, is what is the income limit? Is it going to be $75,000 like it was for the CARES Act? Will it be $40,000 like Mitch McConnell stated about a month ago? We don't know that yet. I believe many Democrats would fight against it if it is at that $40,000 income level. So I think it's going to stay the same. So if you received a stimulus check the last round from the CARES Act, and hopefully you received it like April 15th, that's about 3 months ago, if that's the case, you will receive a second stimulus check as well. We also don't know the amount, like I mentioned. Another thing we don't know is what will the amount be for dependents. Will it be the $500 that dependents got the last time? Or will it be the full $1,200? We also want to know, will people that are being claimed on somebody else's taxes that are over the age of 17, will they receive a stimulus check? And if they do, will these people get a stimulus check from the last round as well? Will it come back to them? That's something we don't know. We also don't know about people that are behind on their child support. Will they get a second stimulus check? Or will their check go to the state to cover their back child support? Again, we don't know. But what we do know is Mitch McConnell stated this morning, the economy needs another shot of adrenaline. I think everybody can agree that yes, it has needed this for months. Mitch McConnell and Steven Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, have stated that the goal of this next stimulus package is there's really multiple goals here, but the main things are getting kids back to school safely, getting people back to work. Obviously, that's what's needed because those are two pillars that are needed in order to bring the economy back to where it was. They have also said that there is roughly going to be $100 billion set aside for schools directly. That means the money, the funding is not going to go into state and local governments like it used to. What's going to happen is they are going to infuse schools with additional funding, up to $100 billion in funding. So it's going to go directly to the schools themselves. Now, we don't know if this $100 billion is going to be tied to the states opening up those schools or the school districts opening up those schools. We don't know that as of yet. However, tomorrow is most likely the day we're going to have all these answers to every single question that we have in today's video. Here's a very important timeline, or a deadline if you will. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has been pushing for both parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, to agree on this next stimulus package prior to July 31st. That's 10 days from today. That is next Friday. Okay? Now, if both parties do not agree, and if this bill is not passed prior to July 31st, there are millions of Americans that will lose that $600 unemployment boost, and it will go from $600 a week down to nothing. Technically, the end of this week will be the last week for many of these people to receive some type of additional boost on their unemployment. So this will be huge. Now, if both parties can agree and pass this next stimulus package prior to the July 31st deadline, that means it would land on Donald Trump's desk very soon after. Once he signs it, there could be a possibility that you receive your second stimulus check. If you get direct deposit, you could receive this within the second week of August. Now, many people have been thinking that they are not going to receive a second stimulus check. There's going to be absolutely no additional funding for them. But here's the thing. It has been confirmed by Mitch MCConnell this morning. He was the one holding out. And now that he's confirmed it, we can all pretty much count that money showing up at some point. Now, if we do receive it in the middle of August, that's great because there's so many millions of Americans that are on the verge of eviction. They're on the verge of getting their cars repossessed. They're on the verge of having credit cards, in default, sent to, a collection agency, which would help nobody. So, this is all good news if they can pass it before the July 31st deadline. Now, Mitch MCConnell is also seeking additional funding for the PPP program. That's the Payroll Protection Program. And this essentially allows businesses to keep their employees, on, and the government is going to fund, their business and allow them to pay their employees with that money. And some of that money can be forgiven if it's used to pay employees, pay for leases, rent, and stuff like that. Now, this new funding, this additional funding, would most likely completely skip the large companies, the large corporations. This would go directly to many more small businesses, to new self-employed people, and also the hardest hit industries. Okay, the hotel industry, hospitality, restaurants, bars, places like that. So this would be really good for the economy to get additional PPP funding. But again, we don't know yet. Hopefully we will know very soon. And my guess with soon is tomorrow or Thursday. And I say this because Republicans, as of right now, are sharing this bill with other Senate Republicans. And they're doing this at a closed-door luncheon. So we're not going to have any idea what they're saying unless somebody comes out and leaks what they talked about, which they do all the time. Now, what's going to happen after this luncheon is the Republicans will share this, and specifically when I'm talking about Republicans, I'm talking about Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin will share what the bill has in it with Nancy Pelosi and the minority leader Chuck Schumer, and that will be later today. So again, we won't know what happens in that meeting either, but we should know tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day where everybody else will see what is in this bill. Also, once this happens, we should see a written copy of what's in this next stimulus package, what is being proposed by Mitch MCConnell, Steve Mnuchin, and the Republicans. So, this is more good news because once we see the details, then we'll have a clearer picture as to where there are going to be some hiccups, where there's going to be holdups, and where it's going to be, flying colors because both parties are agreeing on that part of the stimulus package. So again, it's always good news. Now, I did a video this morning talking about the second stimulus check update, and I wanted to do another video today simply because I told you guys if something was confirmed, I know it wasn't going to be passed, but if something was confirmed, I was going to come back and give you another stimulus check update video, which is what I'm doing now. But at the end of the video that I did this morning, I showed you how you can make money by using Facebook and eBay. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it now. I'll link to it down in the description box below. Now, if you watch that video and you just don't like that idea, it's not for you. I get it. I have another video that I did at the beginning of this pandemic. It's called 15 Quarantine Business Ideas, How to Make Money from Home. I'm going to link to that video down in the description box below as well. I will also link to it right here. If you are looking for different ways to make money from home, this is the video for you. This will give you different ideas. This will give you some, kind of ways you can make money by doing what you know how to do or what you like to do. And if you have questions on any of it, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. So again, hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. If you can, do me a favor, make sure you smash that thumbs up button as it helps out this video. It tells YouTube you should share this with more people. Also, if you can, share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues over on Facebook, because they too deserve to know that the second stimulus check has been confirmed. So lastly, I just want to say, if you have any questions whatsoever on the second stimulus check, on the stimulus package, on anything stimulus related, or how to make money from home, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. I'm here to help you out any way that I can. I will try to get on and answer as many questions that you guys have. So again, ask them down below, like that video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.